Imagine looking up at the moon tonight and seeing something impossible. It is getting bigger. Not slowly. Not over thousands of years. The moon is falling toward Earth. The moon would appear enormous in the sky, brighter and brighter as its distance from Earth decreased, filling the horizon with an impossible silver glow that would terrify anyone watching from below. But this would be the beginning of a planetary disaster. So what would happen if the moon actually crashed into Earth? The oceans would begin responding long before the moon actually arrived. The first warning would probably come from gravity. As the moon moved closer, its gravitational pull on Earth would become stronger. Ocean tides would rise to terrifying heights. Coastal regions could experience enormous floods as seawater was pulled toward the moon. Earth itself would begin to deform slightly under the moon's increasing gravitational force. The crust would experience powerful stresses, potentially triggering more earthquakes and volcanic activity. At some point, the moon would enter a region where Earth's tidal forces became strong enough to tear it apart. Instead of remaining one solid world, the moon could break into enormous fragments and debris. Imagine looking into the night sky and seeing a gigantic ring of rock spreading across the heavens. Thousands, millions, or even billions of fragments could enter the atmosphere at incredible speeds, producing a devastating meteor storm. The sky could glow with countless impacts as rocks slammed into the surface. But what if the moon remained intact all the way to the surface? The final collision would release an unimaginable amount of energy. The moon is enormous. It has a mass of about 1/80th of Earth. A collision between the two worlds would be far beyond any asteroid impact humans have experienced. The impact could vaporize enormous amounts of rock, launch debris into space, trigger global earthquakes, and create gigantic amounts of heat. Oceans near the impact region would be violently displaced. The atmosphere would fill with dust, vaporized rock, and debris. The climate would change. Sunlight could be blocked by material thrown into the atmosphere, causing severe cooling after the initial heating. Fires could spread across large regions, while enormous tsunamis would devastate coastlines. Would Earth explode? Probably not. Earth is vastly more massive than the moon, so the planet would remain mostly intact. But the surface environment could be transformed beyond recognition. The moon currently helps stabilize Earth's axial tilt and contributes to ocean tides. If the moon were destroyed or absorbed by Earth, the planet's rotation and long-term climate behavior would change. There would be no moon hanging above the horizon. No moonlight. No lunar phases. No familiar companion orbiting Earth. But the biggest question is simple. Would humanity survive? If the moon somehow crashed directly into Earth, survival on the surface would be extremely unlikely. The impact, fires, earthquakes, tsunamis, atmospheric changes, and debris would make normal human survival extremely difficult. Some life deep underground or in protected environments might potentially survive. But civilization as we know it would almost certainly be destroyed. So the next time you look at the moon, remember how strange our relationship with it really is. That enormous object in the sky is not just a beautiful light. It controls the tides, influences Earth's rotation, and has shaped life and human culture for millions of years. If the moon suddenly started falling toward Earth, humanity wouldn't be watching a spectacular celestial event. We would be watching our planet change forever. And when that giant moon finally reached Earth, the night sky would be the least of our problems.